said in that voice note was that he's got approval for County Links to do this, and also that he's got approval from SAPRA for these products. So if we go to the next page, and then he shows that he does have this approval from SAPRA, and he does so on page 6179. And you'll see on 6179, Mr. Sayed sends a document that's an annexure, OBL Carney Links Pty Limited. And that's at page 149 of the annexures bundle. Chair, you'll see that it's a letter from SAPRA to Carney Links, and it refers to an application for medical device license. There is a sort of a box in paragraph 1. It's not clear what that's meant to indicate, whether there was some sort of bookmark in the letter. We don't know.
Say they are licensed to manufacture. Isn't that the point?
That's what I'm getting to. Is that what he's trying to say here is that I've done my part now, and he says so a little bit further in the chat, because he sends the next letter, which is on page 151, also from SAPRA, and he says, that's the acknowledgement letter, I've done my part now, waiting for their processes. So what he's saying is the requisite licensing and compliance processes are being followed by him, and that Khan should continue to assist him with the contract. So that's on the 21st of July.
You move on, just, even if it may appear to be obvious, just to be clear. The voice note says distribution will be through Carney Links. I think that's what I think I heard. And we've got this SAFRA letter which talks about a license. But just to be clear, the CSD number that seems to have been used is the BW CSD number, not Carney Links.
The CSD number on...
That we referred to earlier.
That was
That's
referred
and it's
to
a different company.
It's a
you
different
say it's a
company.
completely different company.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So 5 days later, page 6210. What we'll see here is a screenshot that General Khan sends to Mr. Sayed. There are two documents. The first is it's the number of masks to be ordered per province. So it's sort of, in a like transversal contract, there will be a procurement across departments, across provinces. This is the numbers of disposable face masks. It's cut off a little bit, but on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see it says disposable face mask. And so what it is a picture of a screen detailing the number of masks required by different sections of the SAPS. And immediately below that is an extract from Treasury Instruction number 11 of 2020/2021, and it's a Treasury instruction on COVID procurement. It's on the same page, 6210. It's immediately below the screen. They're all screenshots of this information. So immediately below the disposable face mask numbers. Now, the Treasury instruction is not internal information. That is public information. It's a rule. It's a regulation that is available. Contract number. But the screenshot above it would not have been information that was publicly available. That's internal SAPS information that would benefit a bidder.
Is that correct, though? The bottom, it's addressed internally. Maybe you need to clarify the part where you say it's an external document, because if you look at the bottom, that cutoff, it's to all, and it indicates who it's addressed to. If you go to 6211, it continues. So it is it's addressed to internal people, if we are speaking about the same document.
I'm talking about the screenshot before the Treasury instruction. So it doesn't have anything about to whom it's addressed.
Yes. So the one at the top, which has a breakdown of who needs what.
Yes.
You say that's an internal document.
That appears to be an internal document.
Okay. And then what do you say about the bottom one?
The bottom one is a public document. It's a Treasury instruction. And it's addressed to all departments, but it's not something that would be private or internal. It's something that's available publicly.
And you can even Google it. I mean, you
You'd
can
probably
find it on
Google.
Google or on the
Yes.
Treasury's website.
Yes. What I was clarifying is by that explanation, you are not saying that it is addressed to the public, because on the face of it, it is addressed to internal people.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true. I can't see the entire list of entities to whom it's addressed. But it's not a document that is sent to
the public,
to the media,
Yes.
or that kind. So this is 26 July 2021. What we then begin to see...
And what do you wish to highlight about this document, this second document,
Well,
for our purposes?
all I'm highlighting is that, well, firstly, I think the first document I've explained. The second series of screenshots is General Khan providing information that's relevant for this tender. It's not clear to me that this is internal private SAPS information, but it is intended to assist Mr. Sayed in the process of securing the tender.
Thank you.
What we then see, Commissioners, from page 6230, and that's on 2nd August 2021, and we'll go through several of these, but what we see is a series of communications now where Mr. Sayed is pressing General Khan to move quickly with the contract. It is sort of the COVID season. So on the 2nd of August 2021, at 9:28 a.m., Mr. Sayed says, "Salams, bro, please tie up the pilot and Gen 1. we need the order for the, and it cuts off there. And the response is, oh, wassalam bro, okay. And then see you later, etc. Now, that first message, please tie up the pilot and Gen 1. I've said to the commissioners, I'll show that pilot is Molefe Fani. I can't say exactly who Gen 1 is, and whether that's code or whatever it is. It's some other person, but I haven't established the identity yet of that person. 3rd of August, 6243. At 7:28 a.m., Mr. Sayed says, "Salams, bro, how did you sleep? Please follow up with Gen 1 and the pilot." General Khan responds, "I followed up with Gen 1 last night. He is going to chase pilot today." Mr. Sayed says, "Okay, bro." If you look a little bit further down on the next page, 6244, so it's still on the 3rd of August, but it's now a couple of hours later. He says, "I need the PPE orders, please, bro." And on 6245, again, he says, still on the 3rd of August, "Please push General 1 and pilot." It's followed by a business card, but I'm not sure there's much more for us to say on the business card. I don't want to suggest that that person is, in fact, I'm pretty sure that person is not General 1, the business card. It's a business card that's sent to Mr. Sayed with the message, "Please send to Mikey." If we look at the 4th of August, 6246. At 4:59 a.m., Mr. Sayed says, "Salams, bro, it's Wednesday already. Please push Gen 1 and pilot to finalize PPE story. These guys are too slow." General Khan replies at 5:59 a.m., "I will call pilot." At 6247, it's part of the same series of chats, also on the 4th of August. At 7:01 a.m., Mr. Sayed says, "We need to get an order in this week while the need for PPE is still in season." And General Khan says, "I agree." Mr. Sayed responds, "Bro, I need email address of pilot." And General Khan then sends him the email address of pilot. And you'll see that the email address that's reflected on the message is Molefe Fani, F-A-N-I, at treasury.gov.za. So this is the point in time, as I said, when Mr. Fani at that point was employed in Treasury before he moved over to the SAPS.
You said in Treasury he was responsible for? What was his position at the time?
For procurement.
He was in procurement.
He was in supply chain management.
Thank you.
Chair and Commissioners, if you go to 6265, in the same sort of the same sort of stream of applying pressure to get it done. Mr. Sayed says at 3:39 on the 4th of August, please push Gen 1 and P, Brew, K. General Khan responds, pilot is back tomorrow, I am going to see him. He says, he complains, it's another week gone by, he's getting quite despairing at this point. So it's another week gone by, General Khan says, I know, and then they go on to talk about a topic which I'm going to return to separately, which is General Khan's new house. At 6294, so we've seen that the email address was already provided for Mulef Efani, but now on the 10th of August at 7:35 a.m., General Khan sends the contact numbers, and there are two contact numbers that he sends, two business cards for Mulef Efani. The first is, looks like an official number because it says Fani Mulefi Treasury. One says pilot, Fani, pilot. You're not displaying. Sorry, Chair. I was just checking to see whether we're flighting. The next reference is still on the 10th of August. It's at page 6299. The first message on 6299 refers to something else. But it's a second message. Pilot won't make it, Brew, but will handle it. And Khan says, okay, thanks, Brew. So there's been communication now, after having sent the contact details, there's communication directly. So he's no longer going through General Khan. He says, let me just speak to this guy straight. And so there's obviously been communication between him and Pilot, and he's gotten back to General Khan to say, we've spoken. Still on the 10th of August, on page 6302, at the bottom of the page, Mr. Sayed says, any news from Gen 1 on the masks? And General Khan responds, he's back tomorrow. Mr. Sayed says, okay, let's keep the pressure on him, please, Brew. General Khan says, okay, Brew, and then says, we had supper by Tariq. And he asks for pics, and there are pictures that I sent. So there's two conversations that are taking place between General Khan and people inside the government. One is with procurement, with Mulef Efani in Treasury. The other appears to be with somebody who is in the SAPS and who's responsible for this. So each time Mr. Sayed communicates with him, with General Khan, he either refers to a conversation with Pilot or with General 1, who is the SAPS person. So we see on page 6304, again on the 11th of August, 12:14 p.m., Mr. Sayed says, please follow up with General 1, need the orders. And then on the 16th of August, if I can just find the page 6316. Can I reflect this? Chair, if you bear with me for one moment.